Depending on who you ask, feminism means many different things. Just as with any other movement or group of people, stereotypes arise that start to pigeonhole people into a definition that is rarely correct. I'm on the way to pick up Jenny Lee Ryan, and we're going to chat about feminism in pop culture. Why am I laughing? It's not because Jenny Lee advocates the feminism movement and I happen to be a man who's known for speaking his mind. Nope. I've known Jenny Lee for many years and she's always a ton of fun to be around. Then why do I laugh? It's probably because I'm not known for my knowledge of pop culture. Not even close. But I'm not worried. Jenny Lee is incredibly vocal, very intelligent, strongly opinionated, and a complete riot. And that's right up my alley. I love it. This girl is an interesting mix of energy, humor, intellect, broadcast media experience, library experience, and marketing experience. Woo! Toss in her love of video games and Star Trek, and you have a recipe for some really good conversation. Want to see how it goes? Come along for the ride in Ken's Think Tank. Jenny Lee has been in a lot of studios, but she's never been in a talk show studio that was also a moving vehicle. So I took some time to show around mine. I got mine at 505 Motorsports. Clay and his team over there are amazing. I walked in, told them what I was trying to accomplish, walked out of there with an absolutely insane deal on this truck. I recommend them. Go by and see them. We're ready?
We're ready.
Coffee?
Yes.
Let's do this. Oh my God, somebody mentioned, you need to get Jenny Lee on there. And I was like, dude, that's the best idea I've heard. Seriously. Because you're like really outgoing, you're really, the whole thing. So
I've never heard that.
I know. I mean, I only know you as this shy, introverted little shell of a person.
Yes.
But
nobody knows who I am.
Apparently, more people know you as this outgoing person.
That is so weird.
I know.
I'm using my sarcasm font.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, the irony is, in my immediate family, I am the quiet one.
Are you really?
Of my family. I am a middle child.
I want to go to Thanksgiving at your place.
Oh my gosh, it's the most hilarious thing. And anyone, Scott has met my parents. My dad is a hoot.
Yes.
And a holler. And my older sister is a history professor at West Virginia University, and my younger sister, she's hilarious. She does marketing for a Christmas ornament company.
I am seriously the wrong person to have a pop culture, which is so fun. This is going to be so much fun.
It's going to be me explaining a lot of things to you, isn't it?
It is definitely,
I'm going to be nerd-explaining things to you.
We're just going to be over here with a dumbfounded look. Hi!
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. What are good?
What would you like?
I don't know, an iced mocha something.
Okay, do you want like a flavored mocha, like a cinnamon mocha, caramel mocha, peppermint mocha?
Peppermint mocha,
Hit
that's
the
happening.
spot. 16 ounce or 24?
16.
And your name?
Jenny.
All right, Jenny.
You know
Anything for you?
what? I normally get just a regular hot mocha, but like that sounded super good. So yeah, let's do that.
Same size?
Yeah,
Peppermint
yeah.
as well?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
your name?
Ken.
All right, Ken and Jenny, I'll have them right out.
Thank you. Oh, you need money, don't you?
I have to ask.
That's weird that you guys would ask for money for coffee.
I know, quite unusual.
We are bringing out the
It's 2:22.
sarcasm font. Thanks.
Thank
You're having
you.
fun.
Oh, thank you. Here, that
Oh,
one
I
looks
got an
cleaner, so let's
exclamation
do that.
point. Well, it has my
So
name on
don't
it.
Get you dirty.
It has my name on it. So.
Let's explain to people who you are, because there may be a couple of people out there that don't realize who you are.
What?
I know, it's hard to believe.
So I am Jenny Lee Ryan. I have a 24-year career in radio. I went to school for broadcasting with a related field of management and sales and a minor in women's studies. I went to Arizona State. Go Devils! So I started here in radio, and then I realized, radio can be kind of a smarmy business, especially for a woman. So I switched over to the library. I'm the library program coordinator, which means whatever doesn't naturally fall into one of the other departments, I do it.
Right.
And and the marketing and the outreach. I do a lot of doing the talking for the library, because I know you'll be shocked. many people who work in a library are actually introverted. I know. It's like the big reveal here. Yeah. I have been at the library for 12 years. I really enjoy what I'm doing there. And it's weird that I would go from a broadcasting career to a library. But really, it's all about information. It's all about accurate information. So, yeah. And I still
non-stop talking to
No, I still non-stop talk.
Yes, you do.
I'm just in the back.
Yes.
And then there's that moment before the library opens, and I just can't resist. Every time I'm there before the library
party
opens.
time?
Oh no, I just have to run through screaming. Like, when do you get to scream in a library?
Exactly.
I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Apparently
It's awesome.
every day, right?
I do, yes.
Yeah. And that's how I know you, is through the library while I was at the city.
Right.
And we're both doing marketing stuff and all that kind of stuff.
A lot of the same circles.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm the chair of the advisory board for KSJE, so
Right.
I'm still really involved in radio. It's just a very bizarre set of skills I've developed over the past 20 years.
We're talking today about feminism in pop culture.
Yes.
So what does that mean to you? Like, explain that topic.
Feminism, the definition of feminism, everybody has pretty much a different definition of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are those that see it as the, bra-burning, man-hating.
Right.
And that's kind of a feminazi. For me, it's, I just want everyone to have the same opportunities, regardless of race, religion, gender, heterosexual, homosexual, whatever.
Right.
We should all have the same opportunities.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have to use all those opportunities. An example I was thinking of when we were getting ready to talk about this is, and my mom just had a really good example, similar example, so I was reminding her about what happened, is anyone who knew me in the 90s or in college knows my only focus was on broadcasting.
Right.
That was it. I ate, slept, drank, breathed radio. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I knew. So in 2005, when I decided to switch career tracks and go over to the library, many of my friends realized that's a big deal, and they asked me about it. And I had two friends that never commented on it. But when I'd been dating a boy for a year, they said, "Are you married yet? We're really interested." Or, or when we got engaged, it was all about that. And I said, "Look, if you knew me or if you knew anything about me, you knew career was my focus.
Yeah.
Yes, this is great that I'm getting married, and he's a wonderful guy, but that has never been a goal in my life. It was a goal in both of their lives, and I understood that, and I respect that. And they both have, lovely families, lovely kids. They're stay-at-home moms. And that was their choice, and that's what they want. And I fully respect that choice.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what mansplaining is. I think it probably came from something that had a meaning. That I think what happens with a lot of these things is that word catches on.
Yes.
And people start using it to like define all kinds of things that aren't really it. So
it's
seems
something
like
that has always existed. And the best example, and I sent you the link for it, the astronaut that she tweeted, here's where, the temperature where water spontaneously boils. And the guy writes, who's not a NASA scientist, said, well, actually, it's not that. I've had men, I have a 24-year career in broadcasting. Right. But men still feel the need to say, well, actually, this is how it's done. I'm like, I've been doing this for 24 years. I know what I'm doing. So my favorite joke is, where does a mansplainer get his water?
Where?
Well, actually. But it's that, and I think it's very well intentioned. I don't think there's any malice behind it, but it's that, a woman can't possibly know about this, so I'll help the little lady out.
I wonder though, like in that specific example, I think I get that. I do have some experience with men that are like that, that because you're a woman, like you couldn't possibly know what I know. But I wonder in that specific example, was it mansplaining, or was like he just a douche? You know what I mean? Like he probably does that to everybody.
Yes, and the two can go go hand in hand.
Right.
You know, people say, well, I'm not a feminist because we're all equal, or, you know, we have come a long way since the 60s.
Yeah.
And we're never going to reach true equality. We're never going to have, you know, all be sharing a Coke and singing a song together. There's always going to be that conflict.
Commercial. That's awesome. Okay, I'm sorry.
But the important thing is that we're having the conversation.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I don't think, in most cases, I don't think it's intentional. I think that, you know, the men that have explained things to me, I think they were honestly trying to help me, you know.
Sure.
I've had, in radio.
What I wonder, though, is were they trying to help you because you were a woman, or was it that you were a person that they felt, of either sex, that they felt that they knew more than? That's what I wonder.
And typically, see, I don't know, because I've never not been a woman.
Right. So, and I've never been one, so
right,
so
exactly.
I don't know, like,
so
from...
It is hard to tell, but, you know, there are things that a guy recently said to me, oh, you sound really good on the air. And I could not imagine him saying it that way to any of the male coworkers, and I'm the only woman at that particular station where I am. And so it was, and you almost felt like he wanted to finish with "for a girl,"
right?
You know.
Right.
And I've had men who aren't my boss give me notes on my delivery.
Do you remember that? I think it was Dove, like Dove soap.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that Like a Girl campaign that they did? That was amazing, and that was actually an eye opener for me. I think
Dove is doing really well with all the different body types and all the different ages. Yeah,
I think that was something I never really thought about, and it does speak to kind of how that creeps into a culture when you don't even realize it. You don't have any intention of saying it, but when you say things like, "Oh, you throw like a girl," or "You run like a girl,"
or "Don't girl up my coffee."
Right, or that, exactly. That's why.
Exactly.
That's why I had to bring that one up. So, but you don't. There's no malice in it. You don't.
No.
Towards women, because you're usually saying that to a man or a boy or something like that. Oh, look at you! You throw like a girl. Come on, you know.
Yeah.
Or you run like a girl. Let's go. Let's go. But it's demeaning women without having overt malice towards women.
Exactly.
And so it's just because it's kind of crept into the culture and we don't really realize it. And I never realized that until I saw that campaign.
It starts so early when, oh, your girl is so beautiful. Oh, he's a tough guy.
I know.
You know? And it's a lot in pop culture. I wrote a thesis on the women of Star Trek. Star Trek is a big passion of mine.
Yes.
And in Star Trek The Next Generation, you know, they say, oh, look, we have women on the bridge and it's a diverse cast. But if you look at the women in Star Trek The Next Generation, you've got the doctor, the security officer who dies. Sorry, spoiler alert. The counselor and the bartender. Those are the 4 women.
Okay.
All 4 of their jobs are to protect the men that go out and adventure.
Right.
That's their whole reason for being there. You know, give them emotional support or physical support, you know, as the doctor.
Right.
You know, listen as the bartender or the counselor. Yeah. So they're still caught in those traditional roles and nobody really notices it.
Right.
Because it you know, it seems normal. We are making progress and we're having the conversation. And this Wonder Woman movie, OMG, loved it.
Did you? I want to see that so bad.
I kept saying, I'm like, because, you know, the way DC messed up Suicide Squad and Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
And Superman.
I haven't seen those.
Oh.
But I got really excited about Wonder Woman when I saw the previews.
And it could be because I'm into DC Comics, but Marvel movies.
Right.
But, yeah, I kept saying to my husband, he's like, look, Wonder Woman's coming. I'm like, I know. And if they mess this up, I will burn the theater down. I did not burn down the theater.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it was really good?
It was really good. It was really well done. There's a part, I mean, she hooks up with Steve Trevor. And I'm like, no, come on, be independent, Diana, come on. But there's, throughout the first half of the movie, well, Chris Pine is like Captain Kirk playing Steve Trevor for the first half of the movie. He kind of gets into it.
Right.
But for the first half of the movie, they're all mansplaining to her. don't go in there. Oh, you can't do that. No, this isn't how war is done. You shouldn't do that. And finally, like halfway through the movie, she's had enough of it, and she's like, forget you. And she just leaps up out of the foxhole and runs across the battlefield, and all the guys are like, oh yeah, we better go join her. And I got a little teary about that. I was like, you go, girl.
Wow.
That was my favorite part. My favorite part was No Man's Land. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
When you see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about
Okay.
without any spoilers. There was an interesting article on the Mary Sue because the villain, or one of the villains, is Dr. Poison, and she's a female scientist. And there was an article about how the only reason she was a villain is because it existed in a patriarchy. Because she loved science, and the only way she could get attention and anyone to respect her was to create these weapons of destruction. If she had been in a matriarchy, she could have just loved science and done good, or done
Right.
good or whatever she wanted to with it. So, but because she wasn't beautiful, she couldn't get the attention for being beautiful. She had to become a villain to do what she loved.
Right.
So, and I thought it was a great article.
I choose to embrace the differences, right? Between races, between genders, between everything. Like none of them are above the other.
Yeah.
But like embrace them, because that's what makes.
You're gonna take another lap, right? We've got a really good conversation going.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, do another lap.
So
keep talking. I'm loving this.
Because like all of those differences are what make all of this stuff so fun.
Exactly.
Like amazing. And so I think some of this, I wonder, I don't have any answers. I just come up with like
no one does.
Like figuring stuff. But men in general, and this doesn't hold true for all men.
Correct.
And it also on the other side doesn't hold true for all women, but men in general, just because of our natural biological makeup and our hormones and everything like that, in general, are bigger, stronger, more aggressive. And so roles in society that are good for that are generally like taken by men. And women in general are more nurturing, more of a capacity for empathy.
But is it nature versus nurture?
Well, yeah, I think there's both in there, because what's really going on is I could be just talking outside my. I don't really know, but I think like regardless of a gender of a person, there is masculine energy and feminine energy, and we all have both inside of us. And so it depends on who you are, like which one is taken, and it doesn't mean anything about your gender. It's just the energy that you're
feminism
portraying.
is to be who you are. If you're a woman who likes science,
then do that.
Do it. Yeah. If you're a man who likes fashion, do that.
Right.
One of the other things that was recognized with Betty Friedan and the feminist movement is that men actually suffer more, because girls are taught, okay, cry it out, and guys are toughen up.
Yeah.
So by the time they become adult, they don't know how to deal with their emotions. Many men don't have the emotional intelligence that women do, because it hasn't been perceived as a valuable resource. I think we're getting to a point where emotional intelligence is being valued almost as much as intellect. Drink more coffee.
More coffee, that's the problem. I have too much coffee. So
I also had a large Mountain Dew before this, so I'm all riled up.
Nice.
I'm so directionally challenged. I cry at Wonder Woman, but not at weddings, apparently. So, I just finished Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Loved it. It's my first Final Fantasy game. Loved it. Can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. I played a little Voodoo Vince. I got my Xbox One for Christmas. Voodoo Vince is pretty funny. You're a voodoo doll. Remind me not to do that again. If someone says they're a Trekkie, they're a Trekkie. Like, no one does that to win people over. As a Trekkie.
Right.
You don't gain
Hey,
cool points
I'm
for
a
being
Trekkie.
a Trekkie. Yeah. Trekkie.
Check it out, people. Trekkie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my idea of roughing it is going to a mall, like on the other side of town. So, Dad, there's a girl in here.
I have no opinion on that. It's just-
Well, then why'd you ask me?
because it's funny.
Just remember, I'm the quiet one in my family.
Oh my goodness. Like I said, Thanksgiving your place. That's what I'm
It's
looking for.
hilarious.
Yes. Awesome.
Good to see you, Dad.
Very cool.
All right.